Good afternoon. I am Enrique Diez. I am member of the Program Commission of the Spanish Astronomical Society, SEA, and this entity, this commission, is a collective effort of all the people that you can see here with their affiliations. And what I'm going to show you in these 20 minutes is a review of the report that we made and published in 2021 to analyze the situation of the program collaboration in Spain. The report was based on a survey made with 148 participants. 1/3 were professionals and 2/3 were from the amateur community. And we also searched for information in papers, in circulars, to look for these collaborations. No? And the main results of this report is that we found that about 100 of amateurs are regularly collaborating with professionals, and we found more than 200 peer-reviewed papers and more than 5,000 circulars published. So it's a very good situation in the program collaboration in Spain at this point, but we also found a big challenge, like a very big gender gap in this kind of collaboration, with a very low participation from women. So in this report, we can see the amateur profile of the collaborators. You can see here in the graph on the left, the major of the collaborations is in the meteor and in the meteor minor planets area. Also a bunch of collaborations in variable stars and exoplanets, and other topics have collaboration also, but the number is lower. No, you see solar system, double stars, galaxies. Here in the right, you can see the way that the amateur astronomers collaborate. Individual participations, 27%. Participations in coordinated groups, 34%. And both types of collaborations, the biggest number, almost 40%. In this other slide, you can see how is the impact of these collaborations. The contributions are recognized, a big number, 34% in science paper, also named in acknowledgement, astronomical circulars, and the scope of the collaborations, as you can also see, is mainly with international professionals. Spanish amateurs mainly collaborate with international professionals, also with Spanish with national professionals, but surprisingly, the highest number of collaborations is international. And here you can see why those amateurs that not collaborate, why they not collaborate? Which are the barriers of the collaboration? We saw that the main reason for non-collaborating is that they wouldn't know even where to start. Almost the middle of the non-collaborators, they don't know where to start. And also there is a big 15% number of people that say that they don't collaborate because they don't find a good offer, or they don't know where to find this kind of collaborations. So, so we can see from the result, we can see that one of the biggest things that we have to deal with is this lack of information and connection between the researchers of the professionals and the amateurs and the collaborators in the amateur community in Spain. Here, we can see the professional perspective. The good news is that almost 2/3 of the professionals which participated in the survey, they say that they maintain collaborations with amateur astronomers in Spain. But there is a bad news. It is also the gender gap in the professionals, because you see that men collaborating are 62% and women that collaborate at only 4%. So we find here another time this gender gap. In the graph here in the right, you can see the areas of research of the professionals that do not collaborate at this moment, but would like to maintain collaborations with amateur astronomers. You see the main topics of research are galaxy, also very active in light pollution, variable stars, spectroscopy, meteors, and which are fields that maybe not galaxies, but light pollution, variable stars, photometry, spectroscopy, meteors, pues collaborators from the amateur community could supply a lot of very useful data. So what have been doing since this report in 2021 in the commission of the Sociedad Española de Astronomía? The main action, one of the main actions, was to build a new website trying to fix this communication gap between the professionals and the amateurs that we found in the report in 2021. So we built this new website, and this acts like some kind of hub between the professionals and the amateurs. Here, the idea is that the amateurs can find the projects that professionals offers or ask for collaboration, so the amateurs can join to these projects. And for the professionals, they can find the list of the amateur observatories, the working groups, and the ongoing projects that the amateur community is ongoing, no? But we also made some other actions, like for example, we started to offer every month briefing sessions in which the professionals who collaborate with astronomers, amateurs, explain their projects, or some groups of amateurs explain the projects that they are working. So these sessions are streamed in the YouTube channel of the commission, and since the beginning we have had 35 or more of these sessions, no? With a total of 2,500 visualizations. Here we have heard about projects like Exoclock, Gaia Vari, K2 Ojos, projects of serving the Betelgeuse occultation, etc. And we also, from the Commission, have had a number of 6 training courses, very specialized training courses, which focus on high demand skills like Python for astronomy, the use of the Spanish Virtual Observatory, remote control of observatories, and some others, no? But the actions that we made these recent years are not only online, so we also focus trying to make person networking, no? For example, we have been active in the National State Astronomy Congress. We also organized the 4th Program Congress in Donostia last year in 2024. We also celebrate the encounters of Javier Gorosabel, the Javier Gorosabel encounters. This is a tribute to a very important researcher in the astronomy and in the Spanish program scenario. Javier was a very important researcher in the transit area, especially in the gamma ray burst. Related with these Javier Gorosabel encounters, each 2 years, we also celebrate the Javier Gorosabel Awards in the program collaboration in Spain. These awards try to give visibility to the most successful collaborations in the program scenario. Here you have the winners of the last 3 editions. You can see that the scientific level is pretty high. These collaborations awarded have covered a lot of area, starting from the galaxies of David Martinez, the solar system impacts with meteors and minor bodies of Ricardo Hueso, planetary science like the Venus discontinuity of Javier Peralta, or exoplanets with the K2 Ojos project. This was the last year award of the Javier Gorosabel. In 2023, we revised the report published in 2021, trying to measure the impact of the actions that we developed these 2 years, from 2021 to 2023. And we found that the landscape of the collaboration in Spain is stable. Finding also a positive sign is that the number of the women that collaborate has notably increased. Anyway, we found another challenge in the collaboration, and is that we asked if professionals and amateurs were aware of the actions from the Commission. And we found that 47% of the professionals knew our actions, but only 26% of the amateurs were aware of the actions of the Commission. So we find with this thing, we find that maybe we have the right tools, but we have to work in a better communication, no? to explain the possible collaborations. In the 2023 report, we also developed a code of good conduct in this program collaboration, and the goal of this document is to define a clear framework based on mutual respect with professionals and amateurs. We found that not all the times the relations between both sides of the equation was as good as we desire. So this code tries to explain the good conduct that we have to have, no? To conclude, just to explain which are the next steps that we have in mind for these next years. The first is that we have to focus first in coordinating the trio of the Spanish solar eclipses, you know, from 2026 to 2028. It is going to be we think, a very big effort of coordination and with the collaboration between professionals and amateurs. Next, we are going to have another PRAM Congress next year, 2026, in Santiago de Compostela, in Galicia. And also we are working in a new revision of the report, the professional and amateur collaboration that we plan to publish at the end of this year or at the beginning of 2026. And that's all. So thanks for your attention. And these are the things in the Spanish program collaboration scenario.